despite that slight slip. Harju very much making a race for this first leg of the opening set.
40. He requires 72.
That's a huge slip.
40.
Needed another single 16 there,
106.
minimum, to get a dart at double. And we know how much Suits loves a ton plus finish at the PALLY. Double 18, and he pins it. What a steal. Early on from Soutar, punishing that error from Harju. Which is another bonus when he has a little look at the order of merit.
I think for players when they're in that position as well, for me, it just means that they don't have to think about it. There isn't a side story going on. You can just focus on getting that win.
Another one in there for double 5. Oh, double 8.
So far, this has been a finishing masterclass for Soutar. 2 legs down, 2 ton plus checkouts.
But will he, if the opportunity presents itself? Well, we're not going to find out.
I think the way he's played, he would have gone for it, but second best, perfect setup for when he returns. He's been brilliant with 3 darts in hand, with 3 darts in hand for a ton plus checkout. Can he actually do it when he just needs the straightforward double?
60. And you require 36.
Double 18 then to wrap up the set. And he pins it. What a start, what a blistering start to this match from Soutar. In this match, Soutar not going to on this occasion, needed big treble 20.
Oh, you needing a big treble himself. Make sure of the single number. Well, this time he does, and it's his first dart at a double in the match.
97.
Goes way low with the target.
72.
A double 6 is pinned, normal service resumed. Can he wrap set number 2 up in style? Just the wrong side of the wire.
94.
And chances are starting to come the way of Harju, but they are long range. Nothing's been made easy. And now the 1-2-5 becomes impossible.
And he requires 62.
And it is a 2-0 lead for Soutar. Harju just shakes his head.
There is a reaction here from Harju.
140, and you require 134.
So Harju is going to get a look at this 84.
Here you require 84.
Double 11. And it's pinned. To take the set. His first on this PALLY stage. But can't get there.
And you require 141.
We've seen some massive finishes from Alan Soutar to win matches on this stage before. 141 is not going to be added.
65.
Yet, anyway.
Yet.
32.
Because it's looking like we will be going to a fourth set. Harju. Double 16 required. Teemu Harju. A bit of a celebration for the man from Finland. Picks up his first ever set. And it was, in fairness, looking rather unlikely after the first couple, but a real drop-off from Alan Soutar.
And you require 154.
The Wasp is still hanging on to the collar of Harju.
Tops for Souts for a 154.
114.
Not too far away. We'll be back for that same target in a few moments' time.
We go back to the theory, I think, that was aired by John Park, that maybe it can bring a bit of luck. I don't know how long it's been hanging on in there. Seems rather comfortable.
Huge set. This one. And a huge leg one for Alan Soutar to put him on the brink.
It was a match-winning opportunity come and gone. Teemu Harju has the opportunity. Can he take it? And the answer to that is no. Soutar will be back once again.
$65. And you require 5.
Double 2. 5 match darts have come and gone.
80.
And they were not well thrown ones, Laura.
Were not convincing at all. He has started getting these combination finishes. He's already taken out 84. Can he take it out? 80 under immense pressure. It's one dart. It's at tops. Soutar can't watch. But he gets another go.
And then you require 2.
Reprieve for Alan Soutar. How is your nerve? Well, this is getting very, very messy, isn't it? A wry smile, but he is not going to be smiling on the inside.
And words of encouragement from Harju. Words of, come on, it's a huge chance, it's a huge opportunity. But there's another miss from Harju.
And you require 2.
He's been so clinical throughout this contest. But his composure is completely gone at the moment.
To be honest, double 1, it's not going to be everyone's favourite, but Alan Soutar just nowhere near the winning double. You would not have been expecting to have returned to the Oki. But he has returned to the Oki, and it is now 2 sets apiece.
Double 16. And it's another ton-topping finish, and a really, really important one.
With the leg score now standing at 2 legs all in the final set, the match must now be won by 2 clear legs. Should the leg score reach 5 legs all, the 11th leg will be sudden death.
To a finish. Tops.
63. And then you require 42.
I think he started to think about what that meant there.
Yeah, and who could blame him? It was a huge dart. It's an opportunity for Suits to level up. It's 9-9. Wrong side of the wire.
More match darts incoming for Teemu Harju to record his first ever win on the PALLY stage. Steadies himself, takes a little moment. Double 7.
No score.
Yeah, indicating, I think rather sarcastically, that they weren't far away, but they were thrown with a lot of nerves. No notes there for Alan Soutar. He now survives match darts against him. 4 from Teemu Harju. Harju now with a chance to hold. Working his way to that tops target, but can't find it.
No score. Alan, you require 8.
I'm starting to wonder how anyone gets over the line in this one.
And he's on his 7th play. Alan Soutar.
But having missed 10 match darts, another match-winning opportunity. Treble 17 required for tops.
76. Teemu, you require 104.
This would sting. And Teemu Harju just will not go away. He continues to fight, continues to dig deep.
Yeah, absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing. Splitting that scoreline at the moment.
60. Alan, you require 1.
He's already taken this out once in this match, Alan Soutar. Double 18. The double of choice, and it is executed. Double 18.
Teemu, you require 141.
Alan Soutar absolutely kicking himself because he's had so many chances. He's not going to be punished by the 1-for-1. He will have more. Last time he did opt to switch off the back of having 18 left. Looks like he's doing it again.
Well, it's not 15th time lucky for Alan Soutar.
It's 2 in hand. To go the distance. Way off the target. But a massive adjustment from Harju. We go all the way.
What a dart that was from Teemu Harju.
Teemu to throw first.
From Teemu Harju means he's going to have to go for it.
There's a great adjustment. Does find the 2 trebles he needed.
149.
Treble 19. Well, it's only fitting that this contest ends in this manner.
And they require 45.
Unbelievable.
And eventually, with his 16th absolute epic encounter.
The hammer. Stop, happy feet time.
70.
Misses the double 16 for a top bus checkout in the second leg of this contest, but it started well. He's got a choice of a high odd number treble here, Nick Kenny. Can't find the T19 to leave D12, but Justin Hood,
32.
3 more in hand for a 2-zip lead.
He's on the second leg, Justin Hood.
And that's no guarantee the way the southpaw has been throwing early on in the piece. Still on. And now most definitely on. Double 18, and it whistles just wide on the wire.
111.
Well, this is how you get sets to change around. You take out these sorts of shots to keep them alive. He would have had throw as well, but that not to be.
57, as he requires 36.
Well, if he can nail this set in 3 straight legs, it won't just his feet that'll be happy, it'll be the whole of his anatomy. He'll be delighted with that. Justin Hood.
Realize your chances will come. It's a rare effort where somebody just flies right through perfectly. Or is it? Is this a rare effort, Rod? It's on the perfect game.
Well, it would be a 17th in the World Championship. Now, last year's first 9-dart leg came from a fairly unlikely source in Christian Kist. Damon Hector was also on the mark, and now this is your chance, Justin Hood. Perfect. Almost. 7/9 in.
I think that's about as good a dart as you can throw and not stay on the 9. I mean, you can't fault that one, really.
No, you make a very fair point, John. When it left his hand, it had felt good, right?
It would have felt excellent, and it was a bit heartbreaking there. He didn't get the opportunity on the 9th dart. Really threw it well, that 8th dart, but just was a smidgen off.
Bit of camaraderie from Nick Kenny. But Justin Hood here looking at 47, which would deny the Welshman a dart at a double for a 4th consecutive leg. Double 16.
15.
Misses with a brace there.
Yeah, when you're not getting opportunities for double, you better hit those trebles to get a shot at one. You need to make something happen. You have to change the flow, and he's not able to do so. And you have to weigh Hood's played so far. You have to figure this is almost automatic that he wraps this leg up now. And there's some wasp action.
And there's a bit of tennis action, a bit of a backhand there down the line as he looks at double 16 again. Well, he threatened a 9. That was number 13. 14. Thought for a moment he was going to love 15, the 15th dart, but it was 14 and Justin Hood. Oh, Kenny's left a ton, but he's going to be asked a question about that ton.
140. Nick, you require 100.
Tops, you'd feel that's not sitting well to hit a treble. There's one, double top again. Double top again. Olé, olé. Nick Kenny. Good point, John. And there will be no finish here, which will be a huge relief to Nick Kenny. But can he get rid of this 1-2-5 because Justin Hood is waiting on tops? And I don't think Kenny would expect Hood to miss that, should he get a poke. And he's not going to get a poke at 125. Well, he went the Rod Harrington route from days of yore.
Well, he had the tops earlier, right? So that would have suited that, yeah.
Well, that was the famous Harrington match play finish. But most players now would utilise the bullseye area, bull or out to bull. Tops for the set. There it is, plumb in the middle. Ace Harrismith from Happy Feet. Well, to win this leg, he's going to rely will have to rely on
140.
missed darts at double, probably multiple missed darts at double from Justin Hood.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to have to rely on that.
Double 16. And if he was relying on it, it was a forlorn hope, and now Hood one leg away. Going 19s and wanted 2 trebles thereof. Finds the second.
84.
Well, is this to stay in the World Darts Championship? Quite probably.
Yeah, it feels like must hit to me. You feel like he's going to see at least one match dart double attempt.
Well, match darts can be missed. Alan Soutar missed 15 of them. Teemu Harju missed 4 in that match we've already seen this afternoon. He'll get 2 here. Justin Hood right in the left-hander's wheelhouse, double 10. And Happy Feet is elated as he wins on his debut at the World Darts Championship.
It's been an explosive start from both of them, but Williams will have an opportunity to break Nebrida and throw first to serve out set number 1.
Lower level on the 180 count. And double 16 is pinned by Scott Williams. An early breaker throw. 2 from 2 on the doubles.
It's whatever works for you as a player. Nebrida is just very much getting on with it, but it's Scott Williams once again finding the big visits. Needs a big treble, can't find it. Plenty of time for Scott Williams.
Double 16 for Scott Williams to wrap up set number 1. It was Paulo Nebrida who took the opening leg, but from there it was all about the brilliance from Scott Williams. Means he's got 6 from here if he needs them, and will do.
59.
He will need all 6. Nebrida hasn't had a double since the second leg.
PALLY, you require 96.
Double 8 to level us up.
88. Scott, you
You feel those are the chances that Nebrida's going to have to start taking. Williams looking to punish the slip, and he's got 2 darts at tops.
Game shot, the second
And he
leg.
is suitably punished.
Double 12 then for the set.
69.
This time he doesn't get it done in one visit.
50.
Yeah, I can understand that. It was a good lie with the first dart.
84. Scott, you require 6.
Straight for it. Double 2. And And it's pinned, a 2-0 lead for Scott Williams, who is performing magnificently in his first round match against PALLY Nebrida, who's done a lot right himself in this one. But Scott Williams finishing far superior, 60% at the moment.
Williams there throwing with such confidence, such pace.
And I think he's answering a few questions, isn't he, with this performance, Scott Williams? We mentioned at the start, a bit of an indifferent 2025. Yes, he's been in a final on the floor, a further 4 semi-finals. Double 6. To move one away from the finishing line.
Game shot on the second leg. Scott Williams.
And this finishing masterclass just continues for Scott Williams. We're going to have 6 darts from here. And that's why he went that route.
49.
Just sets up nicely for his return. It will be the first start that he'll have in this set at a double.
Yeah, and only the 4th leg of the match where he's had a look at the outer ring.
57.
Chances very hard to come by in this contest. Double 8 is found.
PALLY Nebrida. Fourth leg is Scott's a throw.
Really is on course for a very, very confident victory.
Scott, you require 92.
Another one in there to win the match in true Shaggy style. Scott Williams, a double-double finish. Sublime on the outer ring throughout the entire contest. And Williams wins, making light work of a very good PALLY Nebrida.
Well, this doesn't require much analysis. It's a simple combination, but difficult to hit. It requires another one, but he doesn't like that lie one iota.
Well, it's a better lie than it not being in it.
Well, you make a good point, John. As you so often do.
Whoa, I like
bull,
that.
Bull. 60 bull. How do you like them apples?
I love it. I love that.
Christian McCoy, 141.
Well, that would have been truly epic. One of the great Ali PALLY finishes had he pulled it off. And Dobey can't go out, so Zong coming back here for 2 12s.
65.
To get his first leg on the board.
24.
Would be a 16-dart counter to Dobey's 16-dart open.
That's unfortunate because it blocks it. He has to move over, try and get the top right bit. That's where he went, but just outside there as well.
76.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but them's the breaks as Chris Dobey looks back at the top of the shop.
Game shot on the second leg.
And that's why he's a top 10 dartist. Slip of a chance and he gobbled it up.
Game on.
I could remind him in the press conference later. I seem to have a proclivity to point things out to players these days, as Mr. Cullen found out the other day. Good evening, Joe. Good afternoon, even. What a setup, by the way.
Yeah, some pressure out of the blue there, and but again, that's where Chris lives. Double 16. It's not looking too much like it, but double 8's always a good move from the double 16. That's why that double 16 is so favored, and Chris Dobey is still favored to win this match as he gets it going here. But Zong certainly is showing some skill, and I think there's still some questions to be asked.
2 last year in the world. Chris Dobey 141. Dart 7 is the stumbling block. He allows himself the slightest smile.
Yeah, that's poor, man. Come on. 7's supposed to be the easy one. That's where you've been all along. Okay, I'm trying to be a little facetious, but still, he'll be disappointed in that. You know, it's one way to really turn a match on its head in terms of your performance to get that chance at least at the 9 on the 9th dart.
Well, there are various ways of going about that particular business. Going price likes to go down to go up with the treble 19 first, to the treble 20 then across, double 8. And the leg is not yet won, by the way, John Parr. Of course, Luke Nittler likes the double 15 9 dart, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, what a great job from Zong here. Needs a 16 to leave tops.
Ooh.
Well, it's double 12. And, you know, he went for that double 16 on purpose. He was, you know, it's risky because you miss outside and you're not going to have a dart.
I know no such thing, John.
Oh, I think
the way he's laughing, he knows that was not the actual plan A, but no matter.
Well,
double 12 was beautifully found again, and he enjoyed it.
19.
Well, I tell you what, hold the back page, because Chris Dobey is about to drop a set here, quite possibly, because tops will clinch it. Double 10. Oh, double 5.
30.
Agony.
Excruciating stuff. He'll be so close to getting that set to level. Double 10 for Chris, though. He's not out of the woods here. It's an awkward double 5.
30.
Just there's a lot of tension up there right now, and slowing down, having a drink of water. That is a good idea. Settle yourself. Important moment.
What's going on here? Double 5. No hesitation in going to the double next to double 12, and now he's in 12, the single. The lure of the 12 segment, too strong for that dart. Chris Dobey, double 5 himself. Good marker, you feel. Oh, it's incredible.
Touching required 10.
Well, I have a feeling, Rod, that you're going to ask me about this prospects moving forward on this performance, and yeah, it's getting a little scarier. Double 1. And there is set 2. Zong. Yes, you're here at the Alley Pally. You're in the match. Believe it. And the simple fact of it is, you just cannot give opportunities to opposing dart players. You give those chances, you got to expect them to be taken a lot of the time.
89.
Well, it was an interesting interview pre-match with Chris Dobey. He said that Zong was not a player he knew a great deal about, but he was determined to treat him with the utmost respect, like he would treat any other opponent on this stage.
32.
And that's quite right. John says any player can put you in trouble. He's having not much difficulty on that double 16, John, is he?
Full-legged Soutar to throw first. Game on.
Chris will be looking to get a 140 or 136, some sort of such, to leave a double. And he does.
Well, he's now left double 18 here, which is an interesting changing dynamic, because these stats on the doubles are interesting and instructional for Chris Dobey. Let's see if Zong can take this out first. He can't. Chris Dobey on double 16, 3 for 7.
54.
That's pretty good. Just about, no better than pretty good, but pretty good. 2 out of 10 on tops, which is calamitous. No problem on that particular segment, Chris Dobey, and that wins him the set, and that puts him back in front in sets.
Game on.
Nice marker. Put it alongside. Well, it's a little landing pad for him.
No score.
I can't believe he moved to the left there, though, before throwing the third dart, but to each their own. This is a big opportunity now. 56, so 16. Oh, the big numbers missed. Dobey gets away with it.
Oh, does he? He's missed 4 at this target area. 5.
Game
6.
shot on the third leg.
Sixth dart goes
Chris
in.
Dobey.
And Chris Dobey,
Fourth leg is Chris
to miss 5 consecutive darts at double 16 is virtually unheard of.
He'll be having that in mind.
And if this was a marathon, Chris Dobey will feel now he's entering the Olympic Stadium and on the final lap.
140.
Because after 9 darts here in a potential match-winning leg, he's left 41. And nothing that Zhao Zong can do here. He's had some terrific moments. He's had 3 maximums. He's treated us some talented tungsten, but it's not going to be enough because Dobey has wrapped up victory in 4 sets. There's more head shaking than celebration from Hollywood Chris Dobey. It was not a Hollywood performance by any manner of means, but he is safely through, and Chris Dobey's title charge has started at the Palace.